I've been thinking about this concept a lot, and it's because I was in Indonesia. I was on Lombok, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful island close to Bali, and I met someone. I met a lovely Indonesian man who took me around the island and showed me all of these incredibly beautiful spots. And he spoke Indonesian, I spoke a little bit of Indonesian. Of course, I spoke English, he spoke a little bit of English. I had this really divine connection. And I'm riding on the back of his motorbike for 2 hours. He's driving me to go to the ferry when it just dawned on me. It hit me that there are two paths, that I was like, this is a moment where I see the fork in the road, where I could choose and give this heartfelt moment of, wow, I really want to be with you, and I'm going to spend more time here on this island, and we're going to cultivate something, and we're going to build something, and maybe we'll start a family, who knows, right? There was a choice of, I am going to stay on this island longer. Or there's the other road, to leave and to continue my life traveling and to see who I meet and what other friendships and what other things come on my path. And it was in that moment where I was like, I could clearly see these two very different paths. And I think at any given time in our lives, we have a plethora of different paths. And I asked myself, I'm like, how am I choosing what path I'm going on? Is this just a habitual thing of like, okay, I'm leaving this country, I'm going to continue traveling. Like, how do I decide which path to take? I think that's a really interesting question. And I think a lot of people come up to this point and experience this in your life of, how do I know which path is the right path? And I don't think there is a wrong path. I think it's sitting with yourself and what your values are and what you're wanting out of life and what your emotions are and your vision for what your life is, and asking yourself, is the current path you're on actually in alignment with this vision you have for your life? If yes, great, full speed ahead. If no, it is okay to choose the fork in the road. Now, I didn't stay on Lombok Island, and I hold that memory so near and dear to my heart, but I chose to leave because I have a vision for my life of wanting to continue to travel and see the world, and I feel like I'll have a deep knowing when to stay and when to skirt out a different direction. But I just challenge you to start to see that you have different paths in your life, and it's just important for you to tune in with yourself to decide, do you want to stay on the one you're on, or do you want to take the fork in the road?